I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding, barely breathing. I'll never back down.
This is the collision of common sense and comedy. This is Defenders Live.
I was 6 feet under.
It's Thursday.
It is Thursday.
Friday Eve.
Ah, that is the day.
For who? For what? The day is Sunday when we go and launch fireworks and have barbecue.
That will be fun.
That is going to be fun.
That will be hilarious and wonderful times.
Are you sure it's going to be hilarious?
Yes.
You have something planned that I don't know about?
No.
Well, then how do you know for sure it is going to be hilarious?
Because we have at least 30 people like us coming to meet us and have fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be hilarious.
Are you sure? You keep saying that word,
Yeah.
and I don't know if it's really going to be hilarious.
Oh, it's going to be good times.
I didn't say it was going to be good.
It's going to be good
I
times.
think it's going to be good. But
It's going to be good times.
if you're in the area,
Uh-huh.
check out our Facebook page.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you don't have our Facebook,
You can email us at doaeshow@gmail.com,
right.
and we'll get you the info. If you would like to come hang out with us, by all means.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna hang out. I'm taking my boy fishing. He
Yeah.
got a fishing pole for his birthday, and he's been dying to use it.
Oh, my
So we're gonna do a
goodness.
little bit of fishing.
While you're out there.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Barbecue. American Huddle guys are gonna be there.
We
Taste of
got,
Jamaicans coming out is gonna have some stuff out there as well.
$5 a plate.
Yep. Or you can bring your own stuff, but
Yeah.
I mean, would rather you say thank you to
American Huddle.
American Huddle for offer. I mean, they come out of the blue. Or I was
Hey,
asked,
we'll pay for the food.
I literally asked when we set this up. I was like, so hey guys,
You want to come hang out?
do you want to hang out? Do you want to be a part of this? And they're like, sure, we'll bring the food. I can get this. And we're like, okay,
Sure.
thanks.
All right.
So
Bring the sodas then.
yeah, so it's on us apparently at this point to supply the drinks.
Yeah, that's fine.
So and that's easy, but
Easy, fun, good times.
the part I'm not looking for. I'm going to be honest. There's a part of me that's not looking forward to Sunday. Just a little part.
Uh-huh.
So anybody who's come to meet us any other time
Right.
has kind of noticed that I'm usually never there.
That is true. Yes.
Hence, like where I get the AI nickname and whatnot.
All the rest of it,
because,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was
Not
never
real.
there, so I don't must not be real.
Yeah, you are an imagination.
So I know that I'm real.
Right. Well, of course you know you're real. You're an AI. Of course you know.
I'm a real boy.
You would know if you're not real.
I know. So the part I'm a little worried about is that I will show up, and people are not going to leave me the hell alone.
Well, duh.
Like, no. It's like they're coming out to see us, okay? So
Well, to hang out.
that's what I mean, to hang out and see us and blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
and to see, whoever else might be going, et cetera, et cetera.
Sure.
But there are a lot of people who are coming out, too, as to find out as to whether or not I'm real and do show up. I believe there's a hidden pool going on somewhere.
Is there?
I have a feeling.
Is there really?
I don't
Is there
know
a
for
pool-
sure.
Is there somebody out there betting on whether or not Dylan's going to show up to the thing that he specifically planned? Not just us planning, but
It was my idea.
like his idea, his entire thing. He's going to be getting, I'm going with him, obviously, but he's going to be getting fireworks this
Yeah.
weekend for it.
Yeah, check the tapes. It was my idea.
He definitely came up with this idea.
Yeah. But yeah, no, so I don't know. I don't know if they do or not, but I have this feeling that there's going to be a lot of people showing up just for the sake of being able to see,
Just to say that
I
you
am,
were.
yeah, that if it is a rarity
real.
that I am real and they got to see the unicorn, as it were. I know. But yeah, so it's going to be, they're going to be talking to you and hanging out with you too, but
Oh, no.
I think everybody's going to be like,
I'm going to be
you're
directing it.
real.
I'm going to be directing him to you.
I have no doubt.
I'm going to be saying, oh, there's Dylan right there.
It won't be hard to see me as a big fat guy in a black shirt and a pony. Well, I might have a hat on. I don't know.
You might have a hat on.
you know,
You're gonna
I'll be down by the water of my son fishing. You come over here and mess with me.
Down by the
I'm
river.
gonna be mad.
Yeah.
But we will. We're having barbecue. We've got salsas and seasonings brought in by Tasting Jamaican.
Yep.
Fireworks. We're launching those probably about 9:45 or
Around the night times.
Yeah, because we're cutting it. We're
Cutting it close.
well, I was gonna say we're cutting. We're shutting it down at 10. So
Well,
no, I'm. Y'all can do whatever the hell you want to. I'm cleaning up and going to hell home at 10 o'clock.
so we're firing off at about 9:30.
Probably 9:30, 9:45,
Okay.
and that'll be that.
It'll be fun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So good times. You can come out, check it out. If you got, like I said, you got any questions, you want any info, DOAEshow@gmail.com. We'll send you all the infos on that, the addresses and whatnot.
Yeah. Speaking of fireworks, though, there were some people that didn't have a good time with fireworks recently.
What do you mean?
Like a bad time.
I saw it. I saw a headline. I think it was Yahoo that said it. How they're now trying to say that there's apparently a shortage of fireworks.
Well, that might be why this happened. So at least 16 people were injured, including police officers, when the Los Angeles Police Department bomb squad detonated explosives after seizing a massive stockpile of illegal fireworks on Wednesday. The large explosion flipped vehicles and damaged homes in the South Los Angeles neighborhoods.
If your firework causes vehicles to flip over and damage homes, that's not a firework. That's not for celebratory expression. That is an explosive.
Because, baby, you're a firework.
That's called an EMP, or not an EMP, but an IED.
That's an idea, yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah, improvised explosive device.
At least I didn't say IUD. I used to do that.
Did you really? Mm-hmm. Call it that instead?
I'd mistaken it. But if you get technical,
technically,
it could.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I mean, the acronym doesn't fit.
Not quite. Anyway. The LAPD seized 5,000 pounds of illegal commercial-grade fireworks from a
lot of fireworks.
Yeah, home in South LA. Following a tip provided to law enforcement, the resident had a cache of homemade fireworks
5,000 pounds worth of illegal fireworks. Yeah, I think that might.
and improvised explosives.
Yeah,
At the house, according to the Sacramento Bee, the fireworks are illegal to sell or possess. Any firework. They're illegal to sell or possess in Los Angeles. At all.
I remember.
Keno has.
I remember when I used to look at California, hear about California news, and I used to go, oh man, if I could only be there.
I could only get there.
And now I hear anything having to do with California, and I'm like, why hasn't the San Andreas fault line just caused that place to just split off and let it float away? What happened? What's going on? You can't have fireworks in LA.
Hawaii.
Wow.
At all.
That sucks, man.
That's right. The fireworks were in a box marked with the words "Made in China." Authorities said the explosives possessed an imminent and real danger to the community.
Okay, now,
yeah.
I wish this story did not have the IEDs.
Yeah.
I wish it was just fireworks.
Right.
Because then that would just show how much of a douchebag LA is. This, with actually having, homemade explosive devices and things like that, where it's not a firework. Of course, we don't know. Let's be fair. We don't know that that they're not homemade fireworks. Like somebody didn't look at it and go, I bet I could do that.
Oh, I know people do that.
No, I know that, but I'm saying in this situation, like they're implying that they're, trying to make it out like, hey, there's fireworks and bombs here. Maybe they weren't really bombs. Maybe they were just poorly put together fireworks.
Probably so. LAPD Chief Michael Moore.
Wow, he's really spreading himself thin.
I see it's a fat joke. Said that they plan to move the fireworks to a safe location with 3 box trucks and a 53-foot trailer.
Holy cow. firework. I understand it. You put it in, you say 5,000 pounds worth. That's a lot.
It's a lot. But then you.
But when you think of it, a full-size
53
tractor
foot
trailer
Yeah.
and 3 box trucks.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
But the improvised explosives were a little bit too dangerous and too unstable to transport, apparently.
Obviously.
Moore said that there were 40 homemade explosive devices, which were the size roughly of Coca-Cola cans, and 200 smaller explosives. Less than 10 pounds of the explosives were placed inside of a total containment vessel, an iron compartment on a tractor trailer designed to safely withstand explosions. The amount of explosives was reportedly far less than the vessel's safety rating. Shortly after 7:30 p.m., the local LAPD bomb squad detonated the explosives, which caused a blast so intense that it tore apart the total containment vehicle.
Oh my God.
The large explosion wrecked cars in the immediate area and caused damage to homes and residential neighborhood.
What the? Oh, hold on. First of all, that's a fail.
Obviously, it wasn't just TNT.
No, obviously.
It wasn't just gunpowder,
No,
there
was
was something
somebody
mixed.
had C4.
They mixed something good. you know?
Yeah, somebody's been doing a little bit of chemistry.
He had a lot of that fertilizer stuff.
Right. No, your first fail though is I don't know if anybody's ever been to California.
Thermite. I bet he had thermite. Ooh. No, that usually doesn't explode.
Not like
It
that.
can, but it more melts.
Yeah, but
Anyway, maybe he mixed it in with the gunpowder.
I have a couple of formulas running through my head right now. Anyway, God, it takes me back. Anyway,
It's the good old days.
no, the fail here is this is California. Okay. Now, don't get me wrong. The weather is it's a beautiful state. It's probably one of
Pretty.
the best.
Yes, very
as
pretty.
far as the land goes,
Very pretty.
it's a beautiful place.
Yep.
Perfect weather.
Land of
year-round.
nuts and berries.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of nuts. I don't know about berries, but you go out there but there's spots of especially around Alai
A lie.
that it's kind of you kind of reclusive, one might say.
Yeah.
Kind of desertish.
A little bit.
Don't you think?
But, yeah.
Don't you think that you have an explosive of any kind? I don't give a flying fig.
Wouldn't you take it out to the bomb range?
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't care what kind of containment thing you have on a truck. I don't care what your ratings and stuff are. I don't care about any of this stuff. Don't you think that just for the sake of the possibility that something may go askew, you carry that crap out to the desert?
Alameda County bomb disposal range in Dublin, California. That's where Mythbusters did all their crap.
Yeah, but that's not in L.A., is it?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but no,
They can take their time and get over there.
Well, maybe. I mean, we might be able to slide that out too. But my point is why would you do it inside the city? Why would you do it near a residential area? Why would you do that? I mean, again, risking the chance that something might go wrong. That to me is the fail. They should have taken this junk and drove it out there and morons.
Now I want to know.
Have you ever seen the rain?
I want to know.
I already beat you there. See, that's a 5-hour drive, Chief.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, that's up to Oakland, dude. That's
a bit far away.
a long drive.
Yeah, I guess so. There has to be a bomb range near there, though.
No, but look, you're looking at it right there. So in LA, come out this way. No,
Yeah,
forget
yeah.
the national. Start heading east.
East?
East the other way.
East the other way.
Yeah.
The other east.
Yeah, the other east. So you go through, you take I-10, you roll out,
Yep.
you go out, you keep going.
San
I-10
Bernardino.
sucks, but look, right there. Desert Hot Springs.
Oh, that means it's the desert right there.
You go out
That's
past
not
Palm
too far.
Springs, you go out a little ways, you go out.
Palm Springs, Thousand Palms. You can just go right here off of Dylon Road.
I hate you. But I'm saying, like, why would you detonate that inside? And I get it. You have these things and, oh, look, we could do this. But why would you do that? You irritatingly moronic people.
Cuss. Because they can.
Because you can.
Because they can.
Anyway,
But
they said they evacuated homes, but
a
it's
lot of destruction and demise.
now the city has to pay for these people's homes to be redone because you're idiots.
At least the taxpayers don't have to pay for gun violence in that state yet.
Not at San Jose.
I know.
Yeah.
Or that city there.
That's San Jose. I wonder if they're going to make taxpayers pay for it though. They're going to see San Jose and go, you know what?
That's a good idea.
This is explosive damages.
We're just going to make taxpayers pay for
make
this.
them pay for it. It's not our responsibility to have
Even
to
though we were the ones
maintain
that blew it up.
Even though it's our fault.
We didn't do it. We did it.
Oh, good. Patrick Owen, you joined Telegram. Good for him.
Huh? Oh, okay.
It popped up. It took my attention away, so I figured I'd read it.
All right. Adam W. Johnson over there on the Twitters. Now I should go. Confuse everyone because I would also be a big fat guy in a black shirt.
That would be funny. Yeah,
Please come on down.
that would be fantastic.
It would be great. We need pictures.
Because we get them, we could confuse them by we would coordinate clothing exactly.
Completely, yeah.
And then
I think I have an extra shirt.
I know I've got shirts I can
No,
give
no,
him.
I've got an extra shirt.
No, the one I'm wearing is a button up.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I just-
That's right.
It,
You like that one better.
that's my favorite.
Yeah, you like that one better.
But yeah, no, I would but yeah, that would be funny to coordinate clothes and then have us stand on two completely opposite ends and all you do is just gesture and go, there he is.
there.
And people have to guess.
Where's Dylan? There.
He's over there.
He's over
there. That's funny. I like that idea.
Oh, that's really good. Yeah, bomb disposal is like golf. You play it where it lays. There's a good chance that stuff would have exploded on the transport, and it's easier to evacuate a neighborhood than every freeway you're traveling down. Yeah, that's true, but still.
No, and I got that too.
I
But
get it.
you realize how much actually travels up and down the highway and the interstates that they
Anyway.
don't tell you about.
Of course.
So, I mean,
You might as well let people not know about it anyway.
yeah, I would rather be driving down the highway and not know that this is coming than to turn around and go, oh, they're going to be blowing up something. Well, we're going to get away from the house to evacuate just for a time being. Oh, crap, we don't have a home.
Yeah.
You know?
And by the way, Don over there on the Facebook, only you can prevent forest fires.
Only you.
Only you.
Only you. Peekapole Snarky Jackal over on Twitter. Would you like me to obtain any gas station sushi for you on my way on Saturday, Dylan? No, I'm good because I'm going to be.
He threw all that away.
I'm keeping it. Yeah, I got rid of that junk. No, I'm going to be saving myself for the barbecue, the pulled pork on Saturday.
Be good.
On Sunday. I'm
It's so good.
excited.
Okay.
Let's see. Oblivion Flickering. Maybe the cops should have blown up legal fireworks. See?
Right?
That's what you're right. That just
Right.
goes to show that legal fireworks are okay. Illegal fireworks, not
Causes
so much.
cars to flip and houses
They
to blow up.
do.
Yeah, it's not good.
They do.
Right. Just allow fireworks. What's the problem?
See,
It's like, okay, so answer me this. They don't allow fireworks, right?
yeah.
But you can still explode a thing of blue into the air and cause a forest fire.
Yeah, but the city or the state's doing that, not.
That's what I'm saying. They haven't banned the use of those giant explosives to.
Yeah, but the city. I'm saying
It's the boy.
Skadoosh.
Forest fire.
Yeah, I got it.
You know?
No, it's true.
That's a small explosive.
It is. It is. I like Oblivion. See, Oblivion Flickering understands me. This is be me if I was these guys. Be like, hey guys, since we got to destroy these fireworks, let's just set them all off at once. It'll be cool.
It'll be really fun.
It'll look like that scene at the beginning of Pirates of the Caribbean 2. Or was
Everything
it 3?
Whichever one.
The one where they
everything
met
was
the
exploding.
Chinese folks. Where you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the Chinese ship. Yeah, the
was that
Oriental ship.
it was the third one.
That was the third one. I
was
guess
the third
I
one,
don't
'cause-
know. I didn't watch them all.
You didn't watch them all? Didn't watch them all?
No, because I've got to catch them all. Got to catch them all.
God almighty.
Hey, you did it.
Let's see. TechRoo over on Twitter, also at DOA Show, #arm yourselves. I had to stop to let a nuclear warhead go by the other day. what's up with LA? Right? See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know how you felt about it, but there's a nuclear plant over. I used to have to drive by it, Sharon Harris,
Yeah.
down 64.
Uh-huh.
I used to have to pass by it, and you could see the stacks. And I mean, obviously, it was positioned far enough away from the road where
gonna kill
the
anybody
it wouldn't have affected me. But still, every time I drove by it, my butt would pucker just a tad.
Even though technically it is the safest form of power.
No, but I'm
generating
saying
electricity.
if something happened, and let's just say I'm
Right.
driving by, and that happens to be the beginning of the end, and an explosion, and
You feel the shockwave, and then you're like, oh no, radiation.
yeah, I wouldn't have died. I don't think.
Probably not.
It was far enough away from the major highway that it wouldn't have done anything. But
Well,
still,
if you could see it, then it wasn't far enough away.
oh no, I could see it.
Then it wasn't far enough away.
Oh, well, then I'm screwed.
Yeah. If you can still see the plant, it wasn't far enough away. Unless it's in the Midwest where you could see 7.5 miles, 10 miles
Or
away.
unless you're on a hill, on a mountain.
On a hill, on a mountain, be like, oh, there it is, way down there. You want to pop into this? Or you want to wait?
Which one is that one? I'm sorry, I completely skipped by. I was just reading Swedimus Prime from yesterday, and I missed it.
Oh, Swedimus Prime.
Yeah, it's because apparently I was confusing and not Predator, the Xenomorph, whatever the hell it is, at Dylan Lyles. While I'm proud of you for that you knew both terms. Come on, dude, you're killing me.
Oh, speaking of Predator, a new Alien
It works
TV
out
series
perfectly,
based
see?
on the classic extraterrestrial horror movie franchise will be the story of inequality.
How
Inequality. Inequality.
but
Aliens. Inequality.
well, it's Alien.
Alien. Inequality.
How is that inequality?
It's inequality.
How?
Inequality.
But read the damn story. I can start asking you how.
According to its creator, Noah Hawley, even though the movie series is mostly about humans dodging carnivorous aliens from Ridley Scott,
Mm-hmm.
there's an Amber Alert.
Yep, Amber Alert.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I have all my jokes up.
My phone started vibrating like crazy. All right.
Okay, anyway.
From the 1979 sci-fi classic, Disney gained the rights to Alien when it merged with Fox, now 20th Century Studios, which gave them the rights to the R-rated franchise, according to the Disney News site.
Which, just for pause for a second, whoever thought that
Disney is the
Alien is
yeah.
going to be made now by Disney?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not going to be good.
I can show you the
All the colors of the rainbow.
hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my rectum gal.
Can you imagine that as a Looney
Spaceballs would have been
Tunes?
perfect.
Looney Tunes where you go walking up to the alien. Hey, what's up, Doc? The little thing comes out and goes straight through his head, comes back out, and he just. That would be fantastic.
It would
Anyway,
be good. Yeah. No. Yeah.
So Disney has Alien now, and they're making
Uh-huh.
a show of it.
Yep.
Okay.
Alien is currently is in development at FX Network. The first TV series based on the classic film is helmed by Fargo and Legion's Noah Hawley. Expect a scary thrill ride set not too far in the future from here on Earth.
Okay.
Those are, great movies. All the great movies, all the great horror movies. You'll love them. But they're not just monster movies.
They're not.
They're about humanity trapped between a primordial parasitic past and our artificial intelligent future.
Are you serious?
And they're both trying to kill us. Here you have the human beings, and they can't go forward, and they can't go back. So I find that really interesting.
Hold on. No, we
That was almost timed.
we're doing this on the other side. 'Cause I can't let this sit. Because I'm sorry, I still don't understand.
You still don't get it, right?
I still don't get how are you Where the hell are you getting this from?
All right, well, on the other side of the break, we're going to go to the next section of the story so we can explain that.
Because this is painful.
That's where we're going.
Oh, dear Lord.
Aw, we're sorry, Slug. I know you can't hear us yet, but we're sorry when you hear us on the replay. You really are contemplating this,
I'm
aren't you?
trying
you really
to
are
understand this.
Wow. Not even making jokes anymore. You're just straight trying to figure this out.
No, because this is irritating. One, you're oh God.
What?
You're trying to make it's a fucking movie. It's a fucking movie. It's for entertainment purposes only. It is not a documentary. It is not factual. There's no deep. It is a.
You gotta wait. You gotta hold all this in. If you're gonna hold this in,
Oh my God.
if you're gonna store it, we gotta store it for the radio.
My God. Is nothing sacred?
Nope.
Clearly.
Nope.
Damn it.
Yeah.
God, man.
I know. I'm sitting here laughing and Dylan's flipping out.
I don't know which. I'm also still bothered at the fact that Disney now has access to them.
All of it.
Oh, God. Disney's taking over everything. I liked it when Disney was its own thing.
Like
When it was Disney.
when Disney had Disney and that was it.
Yes.
And
then
they bought Marvel.
Yeah, no, they
and
should
all
never have bought
the-
Marvel. They
and
should never have bought
Fox.
Lucas. They should never have brought Lucas Works. They should never have none of that. No.
Nope.
No. Disney needs to stay Disney because otherwise things start bleeding over into each other and
Yep. Everything becomes a Disney princess.
it sucks. Can you imagine? They're gonna make the alien a Disney princess.
Right.
This is Defenders Live.
For those of you who aren't watching the show online, Dylan's head almost exploded during the break when we were just trying to keep cool and calm about this.
Can't. This is
So let's dig back into this.
So, just-
recap.
as a recap.
Just a
in case
recap.
you were just tuning in.
Disney now owns the rights to Alien,
Which, first off, what the hell?
and they're putting a new TV series on FX
Which
about Alien,
okay,
the movie.
which removing the BS of this story and everything aside, I'm gonna try to remove myself.
Before the BS.
Yeah, before I lose my mind.
Just the facts.
The idea, especially if, and I know they're trying to play it off as like, well, Disney has got Marvel, and Marvel stuff was all fantastic, and so blah blah blah. They're hoping to try and translate it from
Everything from the 80s.
well, but also trying to translate the way Marvel ended up becoming.
Yeah.
The colossal entity that it is.
Right.
They want to try and pass that off, hopefully, into Alien. If it is possible, it could be good, or something like a Mandalorian or something. Like I believe that
Sure,
it
yeah.
could be kind of a good idea to go with. However, you said something.
Yeah.
You want to go back to starting at the where not the
Yeah,
full beginning, but go back to
I'm going to go to this.
Yes, right. Yeah, start right here from this quote.
Those are great movie monsters, but they're not just, monster movies. Those are great monster movies, but they're not just monster movies. This is from Holly, the director.
The person, who's
Yeah.
behind this.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
They're about humanity, trapped between our primordial parasitic past and our artificial intelligence future.
Hold on. Stop there for just a moment. We're still talking about the Alien franchise.
Yep.
The movie, have you?
Yep.
You've seen Alien.
Yep.
Where
Yep.
people go into space.
Yep.
There's another.
Sigourney Weaver shaves her head.
Yeah, well, that was number 3, but still.
Whatever.
They go into space.
Mm-hmm.
They inadvertently the first ones they inadvertently
Come
come
in
in contact with this thing.
Mm-hmm.
It takes over, and then they
Right.
find out as it goes on. They find out about it, and they want to try and capture it, like moronic humans do.
Because they want to study it.
But yeah, and then they want to utilize it and make it a weapon. Blah blah blah. All that
Right,
good
right,
stuff.
right.
So that is a story actually of our primordial past and our artificial intelligent future. Where?
Well, the
Where?
alien itself, the alien represents the past.
It does.
Yes. And the artificial intelligent future is the spaceship and all the cool gear, like the exoskeleton suit.
Now, if you'd have told me that Space Odyssey 2001 or 2001 A Space Odyssey
Yeah.
was a movie that is about humanity being trapped between the primordial parasitic past and our artificial intelligent future,
You could follow.
both trying to kill us, I'm totally there.
Good.
Still a little too deep
But
because, again, I don't know if any of y'all have realized this, but this is a movie.
movies,
It's a movie.
they're made for entertainment and escapism.
It's for you to be entertained. I'm really trying to calm myself
You
right
really
now.
are. You're going. And we haven't even gotten through this quote yet.
I know.
That we've already talked about.
It is for entertainment. There isn't a human being. Let me rephrase that. There isn't a rational human being that goes into these movies or would be going into these movies
Yeah.
thinking anything other than, oh my God, alien, it ate the dude. Holy cow. That's it.
Popped out of the guy's chest.
That's all they're after.
Whoa.
They're after the thrill, the excitement, the story, the escapism. That is it. The only reason now that anyone is going to walk into there with the mindset that of this dribble that's falling out of your mouth is because of the fact that you're now saying that this is what it is, and people are going, what? And now nobody is really going to watch it because they want to escape. It's the same thing with the music and with sports and everything else. Leave entertainment alone. The people who do it, if you want to have your own political views and stuff, fine, cool, whatever. But stop bringing it into the entertainment. This is the one point that we as normal human beings can escape from well, not just them, but just life. Crap. All of it. Just, oh. Anyway. What?
Shay over on the YouTubes. Before you lose your mind? Oh, honey.
Thanks, babe. Appreciate it. Love you too.
Oh, yeah. Continue on with the quote. Here you have human beings, and they can't go forward, and they can't go back. So I find that really interesting.
I hate this person so bad.
He then suggested that the earlier movies and stories were about inequality because they largely focused on blue-collar individuals set in space by a major corporation.
Stop it.
Hawley said
Stop
that
it.
he plans to explore the inequality that represents that represents and how the disparity of wealth, quote, we're struggling with now, inevitably leads to a confrontation with a killer parasitic alien species.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to be as controlled as I possibly can right now. First off, we're gonna walk this backwards.
Again?
Okay. No, we're gonna go backwards this time.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna address the
yeah.
last thing he was talking about
Sure.
first. How
Yeah.
he plans to use this story,
Yeah.
this TV show,
Yeah.
to explore the inequality that represents that and how the disparities of wealth that we're struggling with right now leads to confrontation of killer parasitic.
Yeah.
Is he trying to make money off of this? Wouldn't that be he's trying to?
No, I don't think he is.
So he's not going to make a dime. They're not going to make anything. Disney's not going to see a
they're going to make
silver-
tons of money.
No,
yeah. What?
But he just said that the inequality, the disparity of wealth, we're struggling with it now, and the inevitability that leads to confrontation of a killer parasitic alien species.
Yeah.
So he's
Yeah. Oh, Disney's going to make tons of money off of this.
and he's but even this guy, he's going to make money too.
Oh, he already did.
Yeah.
And actually, he makes exponentially more than most of the people that he's talking about.
Son of a bitch.
Just for making this one TV show.
Okay, so first off, hypocrite. Great, got it.
got it,
We move
yeah.
on.
Check.
Keep going backwards. The earlier movies were about inequality because they largely focus on the blue collar individuals who were sent into space by major corporations. I'm gonna throw something out.
Okay,
here.
go ahead. Yeah.
When America has NASA.
Yeah.
Not that it's actually used for space exploration anymore,
Yeah.
sadly.
Mm-hmm.
But they do have NASA.
Yes.
And there was a point where they would go into space.
Space.
Yeah. Men in space. Astronauts, Neil Armstrong and
Right,
Buzz
right.
Aldrin and blah, 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 the rest.
Right. There's still some in there.
No, I'm sure there's more. There's the people on the space stations. And
Most of them are Russian now.
Yeah, but that's fine. But my point is, I'm mainly bringing it to America. We sent people into space. Space.
Yeah.
The federal government
Yes.
sent people.
Uh-huh.
Not their politicians, not the leaders, not
No,
the guys,
no,
not the guys in charge, the bosses,
Right,
the
right.
the underlings. What would be? I mean, don't get me wrong. It takes a lot of schooling, and I'm not trying to downplay by any stretch of the imagination.
There's a lot of math.
There's
that
a
goes into
lot
that.
of stuff that goes into becoming an astronaut to be able to go into space, and I'm
Yeah.
not trying to belittle that at all.
Right.
Having said that, though, from a comparative standpoint, the federal government corporation sent blue collar people, individuals, astronauts into space. It's so just another way of putting this. You go order a pizza from Domino's, Burger King. Order a pizza from Burger King.
It'll make it happen.
Little Caesars, Pizza Hut, where the hell ever.
Right,
Big
right.
cheese, you insert whatever your favorite pizza,
yeah.
I don't care.
Grubhub. Use Grubhub and get all of it.
But that's that right there. Grubhub.
Yes.
They are
Grubhub.
delivering individuals, blue collar people are going into space, the outside world, risking everything, accidents, robberies, all kinds of
Their
stuff.
life, yes.
Their lives and their livelihood to deliver and make money for a corporation.
But also for themselves.
Same thing as these people. These blue collars were part of the freaking country or the company.
You don't get it.
That got sent into space.
see,
It
yeah.
wasn't like they went, hello, little poor
Dylan.
people. We're going to send you up there. This wasn't Goebbels. You know what I mean?
And this is why.
This wasn't Struble from Russia. They weren't just collecting these people, these homeless morons. This
it's terrible.
You know what this is? This is. They're
It's terrible. I think we need to upgrade
Doctor
the
Who.
AI.
Do you remember? No. Do you remember Doctor Who when
I
they
do, yeah.
start collecting all the people and they were
Yeah.
turning them into the Cybermen?
Yeah.
That's not what this is.
No, that's not. These people
But this person is saying that that's what that is.
yes.
Fucking moron.
Ah.
Oh, dear Jesus. There's just some people, I just want to slap him. I want to just walk up to her. I apologize.
It's him. It's him.
Is
Holly
it him?
Is the last name.
Holly? Okay, I'm sorry. Walk up to him. Look him dead in his stupid face. Slap the dog snot out of him. And then as he looks back up at me in shock, just give him a hug and whisper in his ear, I'm praying for you, and walk away. God, this is incredible.
Is that what you want? Is that really what you want?
I really do. Open palm right across the side of the head. Couple of fingers clip an ear so it rings for a minute.
well, in mine,
Ew.
you're also
Ew.
going to see the people who are sending them. So you'll see what happens when the inequality we're struggling with now isn't resolved.
Hold on. Again, though, this is a company
Yeah.
that has employees
Yeah.
that are saying, "Hey guys, we want to go do this thing. We're taking on this project. You're working for us. You've hired on to do a job.
Here's the contract.
Now it's time to go do your job."
Right.
It's not inequality.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as like the people who do the job that we used to do, the laying of fibers and stuff like that for businesses and for new constructions and things
Here's
like that.
the job.
I worked for a company where you would go in. We built, we did Amazon,
Yeah.
ran all the cabling, all of the
The fiber, the trays.
the fibers, and all the stuff like that, so they can have the Wi-Fi and they can run everything, the internet, period, in the building. Like entirely ran that sucker.
All the infrastructure cabling.
When the job was done, packed their junk up and were sent to another state. That's why I'm not with them anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Travel.
Because they've, yeah.
But that's what happened. It's you're done. Job's over with, guys. We're sending you somewhere else. It's not inequality.
It's you chose that job.
The company started off. I don't know how many people. And any company starts off with so many people. They hire on people to do work while they have the bigger people who came up with the idea. Sometimes who do the work, but sometimes work on his. This dude is trying to intentionally find one more thing to wedge people with, to cause divide with.
Yep.
Now it's not enough to be divided by the alleged racism that is rampant through the world and all this stuff. We have to make sure that it's rich versus poor.
Yeah.
It's the haves versus the have-nots.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, but virtually everyone in this country has the ability to have food.
In this
and a
country?
meat in
this country. Yeah.
So whatever you may have not, as long as you have get a meal, then
You're doing better than
you're doing
half the world almost.
Yeah, you're in the 1% of the entire world. So I would quit bitching if I were you.
Yeah. Speaking of people who love to divide, especially on the racial lines.
Hold on. Oblivion Flickering on Twitter. In the new Aliens TV show, Walt Disney's frozen head in a pickle jar commands the SS Nostradamus through the deep state. Quote, "In the deep state, no one is allowed to hear you scream."
They're not allowed to.
Not allowed to.
That's right.
That's fantastic. Forget the science of
Sound.
not traveling in a vacuum.
Right.
You're not allowed to.
Not allowed to. Yeah. So yeah, speaking of racism and people who love to divide the country, Nicole Hannah-Jones, journalist from the New York Times, who won a Pulitzer Prize for her work on the 1619 Project.
Yeah, don't talk down to me. I have the picture, the front page news article from the local when they did that. I have it framed in my room.
Are you sure you want to?
Shut up. I was making a joke and then you just... Anyway, moving on.
Moving right along.
God, we can't have anything nice.
After a massive amount of controversy that she herself stirred up initially.
Well, it's not, eventually she'll stop eating so much.
She was given tenure by the Board of Trustees at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill.
Good.
To become a teacher there.
Oh, good. Fantastic. Wow. Good. One more reason to just drive that school into the ground. I used to love UNC at Chapel Hill. I was like, when I was younger, I wanted to go there. I really did. And because I was a big Michael Jordan fan.
Yeah.
Jordan went there, there's a dadgone it, and their name escapes me now. I think Garnett went there. There's a whole couple of like a huge 90s guys
tons of
went there, and I wanted to go. Right. I was a big, and even to this day, like
you still hold the place.
If I still have to pick a college locally, it's UNC at Chapel Hill. However, I would not be upset if the school suddenly burned to the ground.
At this moment, yeah.
If a meteor plummeted from the sky and everybody was gone on the 4th of July vacation and nobody's there, it's completely empty, and all of a sudden a meteor turns it into a lake. I wouldn't be upset.
You see, she was offered a position in a chairmanship
Oh, and a chairmanship. So it's not just tenure.
For the No. Originally, she was just going to become a teacher and given a chair as the investigative journal in the chair in race and investigative journalism.
Now, from pictures,
Part of their journalism school.
pictures I've seen, she might need 2 chairs.
But her attorney started fighting UNC, saying that she would never accept the job unless they gave her tenure. Tenure is for teachers who have earned it. Tenure is for actual teachers. People who have actually
Worked
for
Put in the time. Or at the very least showed up to be there to pretend to be a teacher.
Shown that they were willing to actually teach their students in a way that wasn't corrupting.
Well, no, hold on. Now,
until they got tenure.
Well, I was going to say, there's a lot of teachers who even without tenure are all about pushing agendas and
yeah, but the whole idea is
but
tenure stops the school from being able to fire you immediately.
Yes, that's for something bad. That's for
doing anything.
No, I got that.
Going against I know. College professors that have tenure can basically teach their class any which way they want.
Oh no, I know that. I get all that.
Yeah,
but I'm saying the kids are still being brainwashed. They're still being taught propaganda. Yeah. They're still being taught from that side.
Right.
It's just, like you were saying, when it comes to tenure, they're allowed to, once they get tenure, they can relax a little bit more and be a little bit more open about it.
Right. If she didn't have tenure going into this, she would have been forced to actually follow the curriculum until she got tenure.
Yeah, which is, what is that, like 10 years or something like that?
Well, it is tenure. But no, it's not actually 10 years.
No, I thought it was, no, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's the correlation I'm making. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not actually 10 years.
It was a certain amount of time.
Right. There is a certain amount of time in which you have to prove yourself worthy of actually gaining tenure.
You have to get time in service, basically.
Yes.
Nowadays.
Right.
So
her attorney said, no, she will never join your school until she gets tenure immediately. And there was such hassle with this. Not only did they have to, did the board, the board of governors, have to lock themselves in the room that they were in because there were so many people outside
who were pissed
about them not immediately taking the yes. So much so that they were screaming. There was one lady specifically that screamed out, "We know who you are. You're all going to get it." That sort of thing. Where you have people doing that outside of the UNC Board of Governors, where this lady is, her tenure is being pushed. So, anyway, not only did that happen, but after they said, okay, we'll give you tenure, she didn't immediately accept the job either.
Shocker.
She then pushed for additional things.
Well, why not? Once you realize that they're going to just kind of throw that kind of stuff, there's not much left beyond that.
And even said that she wouldn't start her position until after she herself was able to take a vacation. Paid.
Oh my goodness.
The reason why I bring it up is because it's here in North Carolina, and she's a moron.
Well, duh.
But actually, she's a very smart moron.
No,
very smart moron.
She's not smart. The only reason why it's
savvy.
No, she's just taking
manipulative.
She's manipulative for sure. She's taking advantage of the situation that has been laid before her. The fact of the matter is that everybody, for numerous reasons, we're at this division when it comes to race. For sure, we're at this spot where, for some goofy reason, every single black person, no matter what they are, what they do, and how their life has become, is entitled to something.
Yeah,
UNC at Chapel Hill is an ungodly progressive school.
Yes.
They might as well.
There's no doubt there.
It might as well be part of the logo.
Yeah.
It really should.
They should have the screaming liberal as part of the.
Yeah.
They're instead of being the Tar Heels, They
should
be
be
the
the
screaming libs.
They should. It should be. And it's one of those things that because they are so progressive, they have to back up what they say. So obviously, this black lady who conveniently was going to be put in front of the race and investigations section
Yeah, of the School of
of the
Journalism.
School of Journalism.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Mhm.
That means they're going to be investigating everyone.
Because she's a journalist.
Yeah, because they don't want to turn around and have themselves be blackballed, and whether
Right.
real or not,
Right.
Because that's the way it'll get painted. That's the way it is. So she just walked in and said, "No, I want this, this, and this, and this." And because these people are so woke, they gave it to her.
Yes.
So I don't know how Jackal over on Twitter. I feel like they gave her tenure just because no one would show up to any of her classes at the Golden Corral.
Probably right.
Well, and wish you had to said that because there's not a lot of Golden Corrals left open.
Yeah, actually, the
In
one
my
here
heart-
got closed down.
The one here's there's only one I know of that's still open.
The one in Wake Forest is gone.
The only one that is open I know of is in Raleigh. The
Like-
one on Capitol across from Chuck E. Cheese. Over there,
Is that open?
Uh-huh.
I
The
didn't-
one where the next to
I'd
the old
completely
bookstore?
forgotten that was there.
I know. That's the only one that's still open that I've seen.
Wow.
That is the only one.
Okay.
And that's a crappy way to get in and out because it's on a 4-lane
It's
split by a median.
Sucks.
If you're coming southbound, or if you're coming northbound, southbound from North End, you have to go down to the light, make
Loop
a
it
U-turn, and
back.
come back up about a half a mile or so.
And you almost never have the ability to get out of the parking lot once you
Nope.
get in there because it's Capitol Boulevard,
It's
which
horrible.
the only time that place is clear is about between the hours of 10 and 11
10 and 11, you're fine, and
from about
2.
no.
It's about 2.
Well, okay, 2
Because
to
some of the guys
2
get
to
the later
3.
lunch. It's about 2 to 3.
10, 11, 2 to 3,
Except for during school season. School season starts.
God,
You have about a
700
2-hour window.
buses.
Yeah, you got about a 2-hour window in the morning,
yeah,
around between 9:30 and 11, and that's it. That's actually about an hour and a half.
And
An hour and a half to 2 hours right there. That's it. After that,
The next
because
best
you have
time.
lunch. Once lunch is over with, then you go into kids are getting let out of
Rush
school
hour
at
and-
2:30,
yeah.
3 o'clock, and then rush hour. So yeah,
yeah.
it sucks.
The next best time after all of that is about 10:30 at night
Yeah,
to about 3.
unless it's a Friday.
It's like 10 to 3 a.m. 10 p.m. to 3 a.m.
Yeah. Or no, it's closer to 5.
10 to 5. Yeah, 10 to
closer to
5.
5 or
10
6.
p.m. to 5 a.m. Best time to be on Capitol Boulevard without traffic.
I mean, nothing's open.
Exactly.
Well, that's not true. Cookout's open.
Okay. And also, there's some 24-hour breakfast places.
There's one.
There used to be like 5.
I know. And now there's not. I don't know how the hell we got here, but
Perkins.
that's not there anymore.
I know, but that was so
It's
good.
a pawn shop now.
It
but
was a good place to eat.
It really was. It used to be a Bennigan's.
That too? Yeah, that's right.
That used to be a
used to
Bennigan's,
be
and they
Bennigan's.
changed to Perkins, and then
Now it's a pawn shop.
now it's
That's what that,
Picasso's. It is. That's the name of the pawn
I know,
shop.
Picasso Pawn. Yeah,
I know.
I get
It
it.
makes me giggle. B from the SAV. In America, most of our homeless citizens have smartphones worth hundreds of dollars, hardly really struggling. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like,
Apparently, there's also one in Durham, Golden Corral.
is it?
That does make
Is it
sense.
open? Hold on. Is it open?
She said she passed it the other day and it was packed.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I see it.
That came from the girlfriend.
Okay. Well,
So-
roger that then.
So there you go.
Good Lord. What? Never mind. I'm not going to ask.
What?
No, dude, you don't notice?
Periscope.
And
Yeah, that was.
I
your thing
know.
from Periscope.
I know.
So she got on the Twitters,
She's bouncing around all the social.
bouncing around all the socials.
She's
man.
got them all on.
Every
No,
social all the time.
oh, Dylan, all the time. No, but and I know there's like one or two. Like, but remember, God, I don't know why we're stuck on Golden Corral, but we might as well ride it out to the end of the break.
It's like 5 seconds.
But there used to be a Golden Corral in every single town. And the
Oh,
bigger ones
yeah.
like Durham and Raleigh
There
and
was
stuff
like
like
4
that.
or 5.
There was 4 or 5. Now there's none in the little towns.
and there's only one or
and
two. in big
one,
big
maybe
cities.
2, yeah. And it's not that Golden. Like I remember,
That's because Golden Corral is trash food,
it didn't used to be.
extremely expensive.
It didn't used to be.
Well, duh, but
know.
it's extremely expensive trash food that kills you faster than McDonald's.
Well, because their biggest problem, the day they failed, I think, my humble opinion, is when they went completely salad bar. When it was just all you can eat.
All you can eat and then salad bar.
Once they did that, I think that's when they ruined themselves. Because there used to be a point where it was all this other stuff, or you could get the salad bar in this thing. And then they got rid of it. Like, I don't think you could kind of have them customize things from the backside, but for the most part,
yeah,
it's just you walk in, you're getting the bar.
Whatever's there is
there is there. That's all you're getting, and you're paying for the drink. That's what kills you.
Yeah.
Is the drink.
For some reason,
it's a $12 damn drink.
Yeah, well, you know what? I didn't pay $12 for this drink.
Nah, for American Pride Roasters? No.
No
American
way.
Pride Roasters coffee at AmericanPrideRoasters.com is where you go to get historically great coffee. Guaranteed to make you swallow every single time you put it into your mouth.
Go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com and get your coffee today.
You should. Go to Mojo50.com. Those guys, for some goofy reason, have us on here every night, 9 to 11
That's silly
Eastern
for them.
time. God bless them.
Yeah.
We're just a placeholder, and we're okay with that.
Yeah.
Mojo50.com. Check out the other awesome host of shows over there. Go to the iHeartRadios under the Mojo50 radio banner. Listen to 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 Libertarian Talk Radio.
Don't forget to our website,
DOAEshow.com. That's DOAEshow.com.
Follow us on the social medias.
At DOAE Show. We got another hour to go. We'll be right back.
Prod.
I know. You jerk.
Hey, at least we got in time.
Oh, no, we did. You're still a jerk.
Prod.
Oh, you're just a jerk. You're totally a jerk. And you smell like a jerk. And you look like a jerk. Jerk. Jerk Muhammad Jihad. Do you know that's on... Is it on the... No. It's another one. I think it is. No, it's not Amazon either. I'll have to look again. I seen it the other day and I was like, ooh. Might be the Hulus. Or Roku. It might be Roku. I think it's Roku. Just Roku? Straight Roku? Yeah. So we watched Night of the Roxbury before it came in because it's on Roku. Nice. God, I miss the 90s. That's all I'm going to say. I miss the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me.
Don't hurt me.
I was sitting there watching that. And aside from the over-top...
terrible acting.
Well, yeah.
Chris Kattan.
Yeah. They made a great team, though.
Yeah, true.
But aside from the over-the-top stupidness...
Right.
I sat there and I looked and I'm like... I looked at the girlfriend and I said, you know who that reminds me of? She's like, who? I was like, me and Steven. If you get past the trying to pick up girls, the dumb stuff, like
the head bob,
the playing off of each other, the working, like that's us, man.
It really is.
It's bad.
But it's funny.
Yeah.
It's how it works, though.
It made me giggle.
Any duo thing like that.
No, but that one I think
it runs.
I think
that's
that one
even more.
meshed.
Yeah. We would have meshed with that one pretty well.
Because I don't like.
We could actually Halloween that.
I thought about that too.
We could Halloween that like real good.
Yeah, but I
could do
like
the Chris Kattan.
I like the Dumb and Dumber suit thing though.
True, but I mean, I could easily do the Chris Kattan.
Yes, you could.
Because one, I'm about as tall as him.
Yeah.
Actually, I think he also might be shorter than me, which makes me feel good.
I don't know. We might have to Google.
I have to Google that one to find out. Hold on. Let me see.
Curious minds would like to know.
How do you spell his name?
Chris
Kattan.
I think it's I think it was in the
this
C.
one. There it is.
Oh yeah.
Chris Kattan. That guy. Let's see.
God, time has not been good to that man.
Oh God.
He looks like he's actually shrunk.
No.
Is that possible?
No, he was always short. He's 5'5". Yes. Another person I'm taller than.
Hooray!
Huzzah!
It's the little things.
Yeah, exactly. See how that worked? Actually, I like this. I get to talk. I get to read the stuff, and then you get to react, and it actually works out pretty well. This is great.
You always like doing this. This is my fault. This is my fault for not putting as much prep work into the show as I should. Because then I'm left trying to react, and then I'm trying to not say or do something, and
Bad.
yeah,
Like,
got to really get in that habit.
Let's say you got really close.
Well, I was gonna say we have to really do that if
I know.
things.
Go the way we want.
Yeah,
You got really close.
I know. Well, I did say something. I just
really softly.
I just said it really softly. You
Killing it softly.
can never prove it.
I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding, ready breathing. I'll never back down.
This is the collision of common sense and comedy. This is Defenders Live.
Thought I was 6 feet under.
I'm going to be doing the head bob and everything. Like the hip and the head bob, the whole deal.
I broke the window again. Dad's gonna be pissed. Don't worry, I'll just tell him you did it. It was funny to watch that movie because there was so many people were going, oh my God, I remember him. Oh my God, I remember.
Oh my!
Stifler's mom.
Was in the film,
And she was young.
right.
Like this was, God bless her. She was young. And there was so many people were
And
pointing.
think about that, American Pie. When did American Pie come out? Hold on.
Like 2011? No, not 11. 2003 or 4, I think.
American Pie, IMDb, 99. 99.
Wow, so Stifler's mom did not age well. God bless her.
Well, no, you got to think about it. Like the most of the scenes with Stifler's mom only happened. Like there was like a 1 or 2 scene in the first movie, and then
I'm gonna have to pull up
as it progressed.
She got
they got
the
more
surgery
of that.
became more and more apparent.
Yeah, more obvious.
Yeah, well, but no, I don't know. I still think even from the first one, I'm gonna have to double check it and look. I'm gonna have to look at that. But no, it was funny. Watch it. Did you know? I didn't realize this. It kicked me. Like the worst one that got me the most. So, Eva Mendes is in that movie.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Like I'm looking at her going, she looks familiar. And the girlfriend's like, that's Eva Mendes. I said, shut up.
No, it's not.
Go, cast. Son of a
Mendes.
Like, holy cow, this does not make sense. Does not compute, okay? Not even a little bit.
AI is coming out here.
Oh, my God.
Speaking of not computing.
Oh, God, don't do this.
Oh, yes, sir. We're going to do it. Yes. This is from the Washington Post.
You're trying to kill me.
I am.
Okay.
This is from the Washington Post. The writer is Lauren Rowello. Rowello.
Sounds like a pasta.
I know.
A pasta brand.
But
By Rowello. Only grandma's.
I need you to hear this.
Grandma's pasta.
This is from her in her words.
From her, okay?
From her in her words.
Okay.
All right? Our family often took the train into Philadelphia.
Wait a minute. Hold on. No, stop. Sure it's not to Clarksville?
No, that's the
last train?
That's the last train.
She didn't specify. She just said.
That's right. She just said the train.
Okay.
Philadelphia.
All right. Okay.
But as we rode across the bridge to attend the city's Pride Parade 5 years ago, my wife's legs bounced with a nervous jitter.
Why?
She squeezed my hand. But remember, this is Lauren. She squeezed my hand, worried that she might run into her colleagues or be harassed by a stranger.
Okay.
My wife is trans.
Hold on.
And
No, you can't do this. You can't. You can't do that. You can't. I was rolling along. My brain was going, okay, homosexuals, it happens. That it's a thing. Okay, got it. All right. It's a little bit of a wraparound. It took me a minute because you said wife and then her name was Lauren.
Yep.
Okay, got it. Fine. But you can't throw a twist in there like that. where it's they're
Yep.
you're trying to it's being passed off as lesbian.
Yep.
But then you say that the wife is trans. That means it's not lesbian.
And at the time, 5 years ago,
not-
wasn't out. So she typically only expressed her authenticity in the privacy of our home.
Wait, okay, no, wait, hold on. No. I just got confused again. Stop. Go. We're going back to this is gonna hurt.
I'm telling you that I'm reading it in her
I know what
words.
you're reading in her words, but I'm confused
Okay.
about something.
Uh-huh.
So we
Yep.
go back to the beginning.
Yep.
Talking about being on the thing.
Yeah.
The wife is trans,
Right, which means it's a man.
but is it?
It's her husband.
But
Yeah.
Is it? Did it start as a woman going into a man? Or
No,
does
it's
it start
the
as
man
a man going into a
it's
woman?
the man going into a woman.
Are you?
I'll explain to you how.
Okay.
You'll hear it.
Okay.
You'll hear how in
Okay.
just a second.
Okay. No.
That morning, she wore a green skirt and light makeup, brushing her hair all to the side. Even though we'd attended pride marches and protests in previous years, that was our first celebrating openly as a family.
Okay.
When our children grew tired of marching,
Because that's what you do is drag your freaking kids to something like that.
we plopped onto a nearby curb just as we got settled. Our elementary schooler pointed in the direction of an oncoming float, raising an eyebrow at the bare-chested man in dark sunglasses whose black suspenders clipped into a leather thong.
Because
The man paused
who doesn't want to see that
to be spanked playfully by his partner on the floor with a flog.
in front of the children?
Yep. The kid pointed out and said, "What are they doing?"
He's been bad.
My curious kid asked, as our toddler cheered them on. The pair was the first of a few dozen kinksters who danced down the street.
Kingsters. Kingsters.
Laughing together as they twirled their whips and batons, some leading companions by leashes. At the time, my children were too young to understand the nuance of the situation.
Oh, nuance. That's the word you want to use. The nuance of the situation.
But I told them the truth.
Oh my God.
That these folks were members of our community, celebrating who they are and what they like to do.
No.
I'm not going to keep on reading. I just wanted
No,
that. All I needed was that, and now we can talk about this just a little bit.
No, we can't because
Yeah,
there's
yeah, we
apparently
can.
there's obviously still
can.
more.
No.
Talk about what?
What? Okay. First off, the entire point of this post was to explain that, one, the kink community is part of the pride community.
No, it's not, because if you're going to say that, then what happens is you've just opened the door to pedophilia.
Because that is a kink.
Yep. And so you're gonna sit there and say that that's okay. The problem I have with this, before the whole gay marriage is now legal across the country and yada yada. Before
yeah.
that, I can understand having the pride parades and the marches and understand that.
Yes.
I can understand.
Right.
Not that again, a little over top, not whatever. But I understand. It's done. It's over with now.
Right.
Why are you still marching and having parades?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you still making a big deal about it? Why is it if you can do that, then I should be able to have, I don't know, a parade about having
Being straight and having a family.
No. I think what we should do is have a Lego Pride parade.
Oh, you know that's happening.
No. I don't mean anything homosexual. I mean the fact.
A Lego Pride. Yeah, Pride
Yes.
of Legos.
I-
They
if
already
you-
have a Lego parade.
I have Legos in my home.
They have at least Lego floats.
Well, then I
in
don't want to do
in
that. No, I
parades.
want something that somebody else doesn't have. I don't know, buttermilk or.
Connects.
No, I know. There's a lot of people still have that
They
one.
have it, but they don't have a parade.
No, they don't. But I want something a little bit more that I actually enjoy doing. I hate Connects. Shrinky dinks or something. I don't know.
Shrinky-dinks.
Something. It's
Slinkies.
everyone loves the slinky.
Yeah,
Slink-
that's good.
The problem with it, but that because that's what it is at this point. If you, again, before everything became legal,
Yeah.
Understand. Okay, you're doing it at a protest. You're trying. We're here. We're queer. I remember all that.
Sure.
What's the point now? I
Right.
don't care. I don't care what you do in the bedroom. The very thing that these people bitch about in movies, there's
Right.
not enough gay and homosexual and trans representation when it comes to movies and things like that. There's just not enough of that. We need to have more of that in there. Okay,
All right.
that very thing you're complaining about is now what I'm complaining about. You're doing the very thing that you're fighting against. You sit there and, it's not fair. It's not a good representation to have all of this. Stop it. Just have a movie, have a show, have a ball game, have a song that is relatable to everyone.
That would be good.
Wouldn't it though?
Wouldn't it be nice?
Wouldn't it be
Man.
nice if we were older?
So anyway,
You're welcome.
the Washington Post lady, she wants to make sure that people understand that not only does kink belong at the Pride Parade, but by the way, as High Ground Slug points out, Pride Parades are fetish shows and have been since since at least the early 90s.
No, and I know that's what they made them
But
into, but what I'm just...
She wants to point out and what she wants to make sure of is that kids are there to see it. Kids should be there to see it.
Here's the thing that I don't get is you're grooming children. They're exposing children to things that they don't need to be seeing right now.
Right. Okay.
Like, here's the deal. Like,
Your sexuality does not define you as a person. It never will.
that's the part that fascinates me. Is let's take it into the racial side of things, which is what they use that one the most in.
Right.
My skin color does not define who I am.
Okay,
Well,
if
then why
you-
does someone's sexuality do that?
Right. If something as immutable, something that you cannot change, like skin color, does not define you, then how can something that you can personally decide on a day-to-day basis, apparently, define you?
Yeah.
How does that define you?
Because I hate to tell you all this, I am not defined by anything like that. What I do, my private life, what happens in my bedroom, any of that stuff, none of that defines who I am.
Right.
Because here's the deal. I wonder when we lost this. And I mean this genuinely.
Yeah.
We're going to go dark for a moment.
Okay, go ahead.
Shocker.
Oh, wait, hold on.
I don't like them putting.
Fuck that. So here's the deal. Remember when there was a point where people were like, worried about what they leave behind.
Uh-huh.
The legacy. When you pass away, what are they going to say about you?
When you die.
And at this point, the majority of the people, all you're going to be able to say to them is, they liked parades, they were gay. Because that's what you are accepting and making yourself be defined as.
That's what you're forcing people to believe
Yeah.
about you. Like, that's all
Yeah.
people know about you.
Yes. I don't... It kills me. When we pass away, when we're sitting there and people give their eulogy, is that all you want for them to be able to remember you by? Oh, that's that gay guy. Or girl.
Or person.
Trans person.
Or thing.
Whatever.
That's that entity.
No. It doesn't matter. That shouldn't be it. It should not even be remotely part of the remembrance of you. It should be something that you were a decent person, that you were there when people needed help, that never asked for it. Never asked for anything in return. You were there as arguably the people classified you as what might be a guardian angel sometimes. You were there in times of need. Nobody knew you were there. You helped and you were gone again. That's the kind of stuff. You pass that stuff on to your children, gay or trans or whatever. That's what gets passed on to your children. That's
Right.
the stuff that you want to leave behind. At least I thought.
Apparently not.
But that just proves that we've hit this point in society where we are so selfish.
Yep.
All we care about is me. And the worst part,
Timothy.
right? That bastard.
I can't stand
He
the
owes me
rain.
$20.
I know.
I know. But we're so selfish
Mm-hmm.
that even in the end, we're going to shortchange ourselves. Like, that's literally how it's like a star when it implodes on itself.
Yeah.
It's literally that. It becomes and draws in so tightly that it It becomes a black hole. It's the same concept. We become
That's racist.
I know. They become so greedy and so self-centered that even by the time they die, the eulogy comes out and nobody can say anything except for all the woke stuff that they've forced other people to say about them. Nothing genuine, nothing real. And
Or they get used like everybody else as political fodder.
Thank you. I mean, it's sad. It's sad because I would like to think that, again, doesn't matter what you do in the bedroom. Doesn't matter what's going on in your head. If you are a guy who thinks you should be a girl or vice versa or whatever you have, I don't care. The end of the day, it should be that you are a good person, that you try your best to take care of yourself, of people around you and your family, and you leave that you maybe you leave the world a little bit better of a place than what you found it.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody's doing that.
Nope.
It's
all about me. It's all about me.
all about number one. Yep, I went there.
Thank you. I was actually trying to force you.
I know. I know.
it.
And I wasn't going to.
No.
I found, speak sidebar real fast.
Like we haven't been on.
No. But remind me after the show.
Uh-huh.
Now, you're not a fan of the country type music.
It depends.
I mean, it depends on it.
It really depends.
But in general, no.
I am not a fan.
You're not a fan. You're not going to be driving in your car and going, I wonder what's on the country station. You're never going to do that.
QDR.
Exactly. If it happens to be on, or you're riding with somebody who's in it, or something comes on,
I won't care.
You'll tolerate it and you'll go through it. But
I won't care. And if they're like most of the songs nowadays, to where technically all the country songs are just revamped rock songs from the 80s
or pop
from the 80s and 90s, then I'll know the song and I'll sing along with it because it's something that wasn't originally country.
Yeah. But anyway, you're not a fan, is what I'm trying to establish.
No.
I may have found a country song you may like.
Is it new styled country song?
Kind of.
Okay.
No.
This is going to be pushing it. You know
I know.
that, right?
I know. I know.
You know it's going to be.
I know.
It's going to be rough.
But I think you're going to like it.
I'm going to. You say that.
No,
but you also thought I was going to like the other one.
No. I didn't think I did. I liked it. I was like, you might. It wasn't one of it. This one, I think, if you really listen to the words,
because that's what I focus on a lot. Is the words.
That's what I mean. Lyrically, you're going to love it. Yes. I think you will. Because you're going to. It's just a lot there that you're going to love. Remind me after the show.
Moving back to the dark side. Tech Roo over on the Twitters. I just want my tombstone to read, "I don't have a pouch."
Well, I didn't say the tombstone. I mean, you want that as part of your thing at the eulogy?
But remember, in your eulogy, we will be saying that you do.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Now you're dead. You can't control what I put on your tombstone.
Unless you buy it beforehand.
I don't care if it's put there. I'll remove the sucker. I'll pay to have it removed and put something else there. It'll look exactly like the same thing, except for it will have
I do have
the
a pouch.
N''T will not be there.
I did have a pouch. It would be.
There you go. Yes, a He-Man Skeletor parade.
See, that's a problem because the Pride Parade already took that too.
Well, they did.
They did. He-Man, and He-Man was gay.
Yeah, I know.
We all know this, right?
I know.
He was a prince.
I know. Don't start. I can't.
You want this one? Or you want me to keep going like this? Because this is fun for me. I mean.
I don't. I'm becoming literally mentally exhausted at this point.
All right, here.
So if you enjoy doing this, we might ride this out.
Here, we'll go.
No, we have to end on a high note.
Okay, we'll end on a
high.
To the
end.
All right.
Since you love kicking me while I'm down,
Thanks.
so we might as well just continue.
I mean, that's what we do here. A socially conscious reality star couple, highlighted on Oprah, is being sued for allegedly scamming millions from the black community.
But I thought they were socially conscious.
They are.
They're so social.
Allegedly.
No, they're so socially conscious. They're like, I can take advantage.
That's right. They're so conscious. They know how to take advantage
They
of
know how
all
to play
of it.
the game.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah, Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton filed a lawsuit federal lawsuit against Marlon and LaShonda Moore,
Oh, I thought you were going to say the Wayans. I was like, oh.
who gained fame on OWN reality show Family or Fiancé. The FTC and state of Arkansas
Hold on.
also filed lawsuit against the couple.
Okay, before you move on.
Uh-huh.
I know, tangent. Shocker. Here's the deal. I am so tired. It's bad enough that you can tell reality is hitting a low point. Because remember, reality used to be like, here's the general premise. We're making a very broad thing, and we're going to let people kind of do whatever.
Yeah.
Semi-guided, but we're going to let them do whatever.
Yeah, do whatever, yeah.
Now they're getting they're holding on to this thing so much that now it's not a broad thing. It's here's your options: family or fiance. You know,
That's weird.
marriage or mortgage. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like that's
right,
literally
yeah.
the stuff that's out there. I'm so sick of this. I never liked reality TV in the first place.
But now it's just even worse.
Now I much rather would have a root canal with a rusty knife or with a rusty nail through my foot. Yeah, I went there. Keep going.
No, they brought back the Hollywood dating game.
I can imagine how fantastic that was.
It's back.
Oh, yep. Yeah, okay.
Yep. He knows.
Yeah,
They know.
yeah.
That's the one, apparently,
Yes, ask your girlfriend Jack Hole. That is the song.
that he's thinking of.
Yes.
Prosecutors say that that the Texas couple advertised their investment scheme as all black, socially conscious, and faith-based.
Now, just a slight pause for a minute. Do you the names were Marlon
Yeah.
and who? Marlon and LaShonda Moore.
Right.
I'm going to go on a limb.
They were a little less.
I was going to say I'm going to go on a limb and say that they're black.
Oh, no limb needed.
Oh, okay. Well, I'd rather have the limb anyway, just because. At least it's good to know that this limb is very solid.
It's a sturdy one.
It's a very
sturdy
solid,
limb. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I don't have to worry about falling.
Right.
Thank God. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. No cracking on
Just
this limb.
sprawl out on this sucker
Yep.
and take a nap. Good deal.
Yep.
I don't have to
Hammock
worry
and the
about-
whole deal.
I don't even need a hammock. I don't have to worry about. I could roll over and not fall off.
You're
That's
correct.
Great.
It's a very large limb.
good deal.
But in reality, it was an illegal pyramid scheme that forced members to agree to never speak ill of the group in public.
How the hell does that work?
I don't know. It was known as BINT, or Blessings in No Time.
Uh-huh.
And allegedly promised enormous returns based on an initial $1,400 investment by each of its members.
Okay.
Quote, in general, these schemes falsely promise a big return, or as Bent termed it, being blessed out.
So these people got bent.
Following a modest initial payment. In reality, however, very few consumers make any money at all, the complaint said, and a few customers that do make money sometimes lose their profits by reinvesting into the scheme.
I'm sorry.
One victim was of the alleged scheme, Coretta Vanterpool of Florida, told the Washington Post that she personally lost $13,000
When
to
she
Bent.
got bent.
Yep. And that her family totaled over $30,000 in losses when they got bent.
Wow.
I want a sidebar.
Uh-huh.
Sidebar.
Okay.
About 8 months ago, a guy that we used to work with, Big T,
Oh.
the one who loves to talk.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Love that man. Mm-hmm. Good guy. Mm-hmm. He was talking to other T.
Uh-huh.
About this exact scheme. He
Hold
was
on.
thinking about investing.
Hold on.
He was thinking about investing in being blessed.
TC
Yeah.
was talking to TR.
About being blessed.
Oh, no.
And they were talking about the
Oh,
investment.
no.
And I overheard it.
You know what's funny?
I overheard the conversation.
Speaking of said the same location.
Yeah.
You remember Mighty Mouse?
Uh-huh.
Security lady?
Yeah. Such a great lady.
I love her. You know, she's working for them now full time.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was already doing it.
Yeah, that's where they heard about it.
Oh, because she told me, I don't know how this worked. She was trying to explain to me as I was going through the metal detector.
Yeah.
And I kept coming back. I'm like, but
I stopped. Long story short, I stopped both of them from doing it. By explaining to them what a Ponzi scheme was
yeah.
and telling them that they should never.
I tried doing it to her and she couldn't. She wouldn't.
Because she already had made money off of it and she was going to put more money in.
She did. She was putting it back in. This was her second run.
Yeah.
And she was trying to get more. And I'm like, So she got bent.
At least once.
So bad.
See, that was the argument, though. The argument was, oh, but we know so and so that already got money, and they can already do this, and they already got this back, and they are an investment, blah 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 blah. I was like, you do understand the only reason why that person got money was because the person underneath them put in money, right?
Yeah,
that was the only reason why. That's exactly what a Ponzi scheme is. A Ponzi scheme has no investment.
Nope.
Absolutely nothing to invest in. There's no product, nothing at all. All there is just people paying in from the bottom up.
Yeah, and as long as you have that, then sure, those who are at the beginning and at the top can make some money.
If you're at the top, you make money until you pulled yourself out.
But it takes a lot to get there, and then by that point, again, and it's
you got to hope that you're not at the bottom of the rung when you get in at those things. If you want to do that, and then again, you got to understand that you are then turning around and
screwing other people.
You're screwing other people out of their livelihoods.
Yep.
By doing that.
Yeah, and under some false thing of you're getting blessings in no time. Right.
It's not blessings.
I wondered, honestly, if this couple knew what the abbreviation was
to get bent.
It was bent.
Yeah, I think so.
Long before, because
well, they were socially.
No, I got that.
I mean, they are very socially conscious, so of course they knew that BINT
was
bent,
was getting bent,
and just an awkward spelling.
But yeah, no, I was. She was telling me about it. She was looking for something. She was trying to figure out something.
Yeah,
she was trying to explain it to me, and I went down, and I'm like, but you're not. How does this work? Like nobody's.
The reason why I know that this is the exact same one is because they were talking about $1,400.
Yeah, I remember it too.
I was like, ah.
Did you see anything about it? It was like on a wheel.
No, I know. They never showed me anything. They were talking to each other about doing it.
See what makes it different, and if it's the same thing, well,
it is.
This is Defenders Live.
Now, if it's the same thing that I'm thinking of,
yeah,
I think one of the reasons why they got people was because when you hear about a pyramid scheme, like pyramid, it's not gonna.
You're gonna have to spell it out.
Yeah, I am going to. It's you look at it and you can recognize it. And everybody knows what a pyramid scheme is. And oops, that helps if I can type. Okay.
Blessings in no time.
Yeah, I got that. So I wanted to see there was like a payout wheel or something the way it works.
This.
Nope.
Nope. That's not it. That's not it.
I'm trying to see if it has it, because what they did in this one, at least the one that I'm telling you about that Mighty Mouse was showing me,
yeah,
and trying to go through was a
wheel. It was a
circle. Yeah, and so it's like whoever's on the inside is, and basically it was a rotational thing, is the way she put it.
Yeah, you get in, and then
but
you
the only way you
rotate in.
But the only way you get in to like a certain circle that allows you to have an opportunity for the paid out
is to have so many people underneath you,
and you have to keep that growing.
Right. Which is, once again, why it's a Ponzi scheme and a pyramid scheme.
Yeah. And it's just, hold on.
Okay, so pyramid schemes and Ponzi schemes. Understand this. If they are not selling a product, an actual physical product, then it is a pyramid scheme or a Ponzi scheme. And the reason why you say that is because if you look at how everything is structured, every corporate, every structure in the world that involves a hierarchy turns into a pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
So, how the FTC claims it and how it really is if they are selling a product, an actual physical product, and you just have people making a profit off of the product sales, then no problem at all. That was it.
Yeah, this is a different one, but yeah. Yeah, see, this is different, but this is what it is right here.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, you have and whoever moves, you have the one person in the center.
And the one person in the
everybody
center makes
tries
the
to
most,
move.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And that's how they would get people. It's not a pyramid. It's not a see, because everyone is at the same
It's
level.
an octagon.
The only person that's technically different is this person, but like these 2 people are the same. These 4 people are the same. These 8 people are the same.
Yeah, that's just an aerial view of
A pyramid. I mean, it's an octagon still, but it's
an octagonal pyramid.
It's an
but
octagonal
still
pyramid, but yes.
It's a pyramid with a base. You know, that's all it is.
It's
just
still a pyramid.
It's a pyramid with a base and a capper.
And then it gets wider and wider and wider and wider.
Yeah.
And nobody ever gets it.
Nobody got it.
I felt so
Yeah.
bad for her. Because like I said, there was no amount of talking that would have changed it.
Right.
I tried. I was like, explain to me again how you make money. I'm like, but no,
Exactly.
please explain to me how
Exactly.
you're making money.
Exactly.
And she couldn't do it. All she kept saying was, well, I have to get from this outer circle to this inner circle. And this is a little bit of money. But if I can get from here to here, that's a little bit more money. And then maybe eventually I'll get to that center. And once you get to the center, you definitely you get kicked back. If you ever make it to the center, you get kicked back out to the outer circle where you get nothing. And you have to work your way back in, which is by getting people and blah, 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 blah.
You never get into the center. By the
And
way.
supposedly, allegedly, she said she did. So there's probably times that on every now and again that, you know, depending on the situation or whatever, you're allowed, you know, you got to throw
to
it in
make
there.
a big check.
You have to at least show it. But then you turn around and go, well, see how you made it? See how easy that was?
Yep. Now do it again.
Throw that money back in here and do it again. And that's what she was doing.
Right.
And I'm like, God bless her. And she was getting her family involved.
Oh God.
I'm like, guys.
And a bunch of other people at work.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And you know what's bad? And what makes this worse about it is all of them. And this is not meant to be ugly. This is not meant to be.
It's just it's
It's
going
a
with the
fact of
story.
the matter.
It runs with the story.
It's a fact of it was a matter of fact. Every single one of the people that we're talking about that were involved in there were all black folks.
And they were the only ones that have ever heard of it.
And they were the only ones that had heard of it. They were being taken advantage of.
Because they didn't know what it was.
And again, because it's a circle and you work your way in. It's not the same as being a pyramid start to bottom.
Oh, it's not a circle.
It's
It's never a circle.
never a circle.
There's no such thing.
It just doesn't work that way.
That would be a cone at that point.
And a bad one at that.
Yeah, it'd be a cone, or in some ways you could call it a funnel.
It's
funnel-
definitely a funnel. It's an
definitely a
upside down funnel.
Right. It's being sucked out instead of being poured in. That's the only difference.
Mm-hmm.
At the top of the funnel, there's a hose, and that hose goes to the other people that are collecting
There's
all the money.
definitely a hose.
Yeah, and you are getting it.
He's
Hosed.
He is definitely a hose.
Yeah, right.
Damn hose.
So we got 2 stories from Florida we want to talk
Because
about.
everybody loves Florida.
Everybody loves Florida. First one.
Florida man. Because who loves saying that phrase? Florida man with a significant history of mental health illnesses.
No.
Yeah, shocker.
What?
Is facing charges after he reportedly fired at a St. Petersburg police officer on Saturday.
That's not good.
During the incident, the suspect's bullets nearly struck one of the officers in the head before the gun jammed, effectively preventing him from firing off any more rounds.
Wait.
So he had a cheap gun or cheap ammo.
Or cheap ammo. But so the gun
It was
jammed.
probably that was that Tulamo. You know what I'm talking about
Yeah, I
from
do.
Walmart?
Yeah. So the gun jammed, which then made it so he couldn't shoot any more bullets.
Yeah, because depending on the gun and depending on how it was firing, depending on all kinds of junk, if it jammed properly, it could have like squished the bullet, and it takes you're trying to fight to get it unlodged, and by that point they've got you.
And what you're saying is that a cop was literally almost facing death.
Mm-hmm. Argue as bad as this is a joke, everybody's waiting for it. He dodged a bullet.
Right.
Literally.
Uh-huh.
God bless him. Somebody was watching out. The incident unfolded on Saturday when Officer Ronald McKenzie and Officer Pavel Kuznetsov Kuznetsov.
Kuznetsov.
That's what I said. Kuznetsov.
Yes, that's right. Pavel Kuznetsov.
That's what I said. Pavel Kuznetsov. They were attempting to locate a suspect on a warrant for violation of an injunction for stalking. When they came upon the suspect, identified as a 23-year-old, he was sitting in a van.
A white van.
Down by the... No, there's no river. Officer McKenzie approached the suspect and asked for ID. However, the suspect did not comply and instead began fidgeting around, quote unquote.
What?
The Pinellas County Sheriff Bob Gutierrez, during a Tuesday press conference, detailed the chilling moments that followed. Quote, Officer McKenzie was concerned because the movements, and he could not see what the suspect's hands were doing. He opened the driver's door, and at the time when the suspect turned and began to actively kick and resist Officer McKenzie. End quote. Soon after, the suspect reportedly pulled out a semi-automatic handgun.
Why are we saying semi-automatic?
Just so we're clear.
Every handgun.
Well, not every.
Okay, everything but a revolver.
Yeah, that's the only thing. But that's why. You know why. It's words matter. Semi-automatic. They have to put that because it's scarier.
He pulled out a pistol.
Yeah. And began firing at officers as he exited the vehicle and tried to flee on foot. Quote, the suspect fired a round, as described by Officer Kuznetsov. It literally whizzed by his head. He said that he could hear the round whiz by his head. It was that close. That was according to the police.
Shave and a haircut.
2 bits. Gutierrez said that Kuznetsov's head had been tilted slightly to the left, or if he had taken one more step, it would have been shot in the head. Authorities said that the suspect's weapon then jammed, and McKenzie took the opportunity to neutralize the suspect until he could be taken into custody.
You fired at a cop. That's a bad idea.
Yeah. Suspect was struck in the leg and transported to a nearby hospital for treatment, where he is expected to recover.
Why?
Why what?
Why would you take him to the hospital?
Well, because the thing is, we're supposed to be better people than those being not better people.
Field dress.
Well, the thing is, I don't like cops are not trained to field dress unless they're prior military. They're not trained for that, and they damn sure don't have the supplies for it. So it's either they do it the right way and be better people, or they let him bleed out in a holding cell.
All right, fine. I don't want the blood in the car anyway.
That's why you have the ambulance. They can just hose that junk out of there.
That's right.
Quote, if not for the gun the gun jammed, he would have fired several more rounds. And we, of course, don't know what would have been the outcome, according to Gutierrez.
Yeah.
It may not have been good, end quote. I think that goes without saying. A mere 29 seconds reportedly elapsed between the time the officers exited their cruisers and the suspect reportedly began shooting. So it was that fast.
That's really quick.
According to WTVT-TV, say that 5 times fast.
Nope.
Suspect suffers from extensive mental health issues.
No.
Quote, this event exemplifies several things, including how fast situations escalate and how fast law enforcement officers have to react when someone decides that they want to kill a cop. It was about 29 seconds from the time that Officer McKenzie exited his cruiser until the suspect fired his gun at the officers. The situation also exemplifies the very significant and dangerous challenges that law enforcement officers face daily when dealing with people with mental illness. This is a case where the intersection of guns, drugs, and a person with a mental health issue led to a very bad situation. We could have very well been talking about a line of duty death of an officer. That doesn't sound.
Yeah,
I feel like he could have worded that.
He could have worded that better.
I hope he gets treatment, and I hope he gets where he needs to be, but he almost killed 2 cops in this county, and he needs to be held accountable. That was the police chief.
But he's not going to be.
No.
He's not going to be because of his prior mental illness.
Yeah, he's going to be probably institutionalized.
What they're going to do is they're going to dig into the fact of how did he get a gun in the first place? And then they're going to say that he was able to buy a gun even though he had mental illness. And then they're going to say red flag laws need to be put into place. And then they're going to go through the whole rigmarole of, in Florida, you shouldn't be allowed to have a gun if you have this drug in your system.
You shouldn't be able. Well, not just
If
that.
not just that, if you have known mental illness or blah blah blah,
they're
blah,
going to
blah.
have all that. Which again, most of that's all already in place anyway. But then they're going to turn around and go, you can't sell person to person. You can't do all of the little things. If you cannot get a gun strictly from a federally licensed
dealer.
and accountable place, you're not going to be able to get a gun. Which again doesn't mean anything.
Because it only affects the people who legally buy weapons anyway.
Well, I was gonna say, but yeah, there's that. I was also gonna say if he's got this mental issue, you're assuming the guy bought the gun. Mm-hmm. He shot at a cop. I mean,
More than likely, he didn't buy the gun himself.
that's a
More than likely, he took it from somebody.
That's a good thought. That's where I was going with it.
Yeah.
You know, he may not have bought it. He may have stole it.
Yeah.
You know, it could have. There could all kinds of things. I hate how
It could have been friended to him, you know? Like, here, take this just in case.
And you
know.
might need this.
You're in a bit of rough areas a lot. Because
we
the
know
whole
you're
drug-
mental, but you need to.
You need to protect yourself.
We'd rather
buddy.
you shoot somebody than eat their
Die,
face off.
You know, I'd rather you fire first, and because you know you with the bath salts, not that great.
Remember when that was a big deal?
Yeah, in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's bad.
The guy ran around completely naked and, with bath salts and started biting people's faces.
Yeah, he did.
It was not a good idea. It was a bad look on
I wonder
him.
if he tasted anything.
I don't know, but it was a bad
That
look.
just sounds so bad.
It's really weird.
I know it's a bad question, but like,
Tastes like nickel.
are you sure?
Yeah.
Because like, I don't know. I understand. Well, I was gonna say, I understand that inhaling and smoking bath salts is.
I don't know.
When I think of bath salts, I think of just like regular soap, which I
Right.
know it's not.
Right, but this
I mean, it is,
this-
but it's in crystallized form.
It's but the bath salts that you're talking about is basically like crystal meth. Sort of
I
thing,
know,
you
I know. But my brain, I hear it, I think of soap,
Right.
and so my brain's going like I've grew up.
Smelled some bath salts.
Well, not even. Well, I have, but I'm also thinking like I've had like when I was a kid and we would lie. I used to get in trouble. We would we would get our mouth washed out with soap, usually with dish liquid. So I know what soap tastes like. So my brain goes, and there's a stretch when you get your mouth washed out with soap that you kind of really can't taste anything but soap.
Yeah.
And I know this is so morbid and dark, and we're not even part of the story, but my
Right.
brain goes, now that we've brought it up,
Yeah. Now that you brought it up,
Gene, you're the one. You
I did not.
check the tape.
You're the one that brought up eating people's faces.
You're the one that went to Florida and it was an epidemic for a while.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, my brain just has a curious thought: is when he was eating the people's faces, did he taste it, or did it taste like soap?
Or did he just not know what he was doing?
Well, it probably was that. You never know. I get
Got that
even-
lingering
even
flavor in
the-
his mouth.
stuck in my teeth. No, I wonder. And I know this sounds dumb, but I've always wondered. Like I always wonder stuff that goes on from that person's perspective.
Right, because
And
you're
know-
never going to have that perspective.
Exactly.
And so you want to know.
I do. I don't.
But you don't want
know.
to experience it.
No.
You don't want to experience
And I
it.
don't want
you
to
want
happen
to hear
to
about it.
Yeah, and I don't want it to happen to anybody else. But like now that it's over with,
Can you tell me what happened?
like the guy, okay, like the FBI agent that did the guys who came up with the files.
Oh yeah. That did the
was
stuff
in-
about the serial
Yeah,
killers?
was talking all the serial killers, all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like those guys. Like that's. Oh my God, I would love that. Like that's the stuff I would have. Like you're behind bars, you're toast, you're not going anywhere.
Let's
so,
talk.
Can we talk?
Can we just talk about what
I
happened?
really just want to pick your brain. What in the actual hell? And then just
What
go
happened?
from. Yeah, I don't ever want to see it again. I don't want that to ever go down. However, like,
Right.
I wonder. People tell me all the time I should have been in other stuff. I don't know. Anyway, so staying in Florida.
Yeah. Staying in Florida.
During a visit to Florida one week after the Chaplin Towers South condo building collapsed,
Yeah.
which is what happens when you build a building on sand,
Yes.
President Joe Biden pledged that the federal government will cover the cost in full for rescue and cleanup of operations for a limited time.
Sorry, what? The rain started. I couldn't what?
During a visit. God, that is rain. Holy cow.
I told you the rain started.
I thought it was the cat moving around. During a visit to Florida 1 week after the Chaplin Towers South condo building collapsed. Again, that's what you get for building on sand.
Right.
President Joe Biden pledged to have the federal government cover the full cost of rescue and cleanup operations for a limited time.
I think we need this again, don't we? We need this again. I mean, it's not going to be that much money, but we still need national debt.
It's already there. You have to, I'm telling you, just automatically bring it up.
I know. We should. Current national debt still at the $150 trillion mark.
No, I mean, it's
Unfunded liabilities.
Once it gets that high, even though we're doing millions at a time, it's still really hard to.
Okay, yeah, we're still at 143.30%
Yeah.
debt to GDP ratio. We don't have that money, boss.
Well, here's the fun part. Quote, I think I have the power.
No, you don't.
Apparently, he's He-Man.
I have the power.
By the power of the executive pen, I have the power.
Joe Man.
Quote, I think I have the power, and we will know shortly, to be able to pick up 100% of the cost for the county
What?
and state for 30 days.
No, we don't. I'm sorry, we don't.
During a briefing on the situation on Thursday, quote, I'm quite sure I can do that, and so we're going to do that.
No, we don't. No, we don't. You want to know why we don't?
Because it's
We
not
don't.
the federal government's responsibility to pay
It
for a
has
state situation
Okay, so I looked into
that was built by a private
yeah.
business. Shut
I've been listening to everything. I've actually read about the whole condo collapse. Okay, so the condo owners, the people who owned the condominium, didn't keep up maintenance on the condominium. They had multiple times where they had people come in and investigate the building, go through the building, verify what was good, what was bad, what needed changed, what needed fixing, everything else. Multiple times in the past 10 years.
Yeah.
10 years. And in pretty much every case, they pointed out major flaws in the foundation, in the building code, and everything else,
But instead of-
especially at the base of the building, all the rest of it, saying you need to fix this or else.
Yeah. So the landowner and everything else, they're the ones.
The ones who this is a condominium, which means that the people who live there own the place.
Yeah, I know.
Okay? And so what they can do is they can turn around and the people who, one, had people that died, two, had their houses destroyed, three, had all of their property gone, they can then turn around and sue the ones that said no.
Yeah.
They can file all of the insurance against the condo owners that said no. I will not pay for the changes. I will not put additional funds in to maintain this building. I will not do it.
Now, just pause for a moment. I've never owned a condo.
Right.
I've never lived in a condo. I don't know how that
I don't know how it works either.
works.
There,
So I
but
was going to ask.
This is basically like, okay, so you have there's X amount of people that own the
I
building,
got that. I
right?
got that part. I got the part.
Out of the X amount of people, there was like a third that said no.
But okay, and I got that. That
Yeah.
part I understand. I'm assuming it's kind of like an HOA, but it's instead of for a
Community.
a community, it's
a
still a
building.
community. They're just in one building.
I guess
got
so,
that.
in this case, yeah.
My question is how then do you prove who said yes and who said no? Is there
they
a,
actually have a list, yeah.
is there
Yeah.
like a vote and you
Yes.
check? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You have to.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't
No.
know.
So
I don't know.
they actually have this. They have the list. They know who said yes, let's fix it, and no, I don't want to pay for it.
I was gonna say, 'cause you know the people who said no, their insurance is not going to cover.
Oh, I know.
They're not going to cover any.
And if those people
Thing.
were also part of the families that passed away, nobody's going to be able to cover that.
Nope.
Like once everything is said and done, this is not a situation for the government to get involved in at
No.
all. This is a private matter for the people that live. Like obviously, there's a lot of public utilities that got taken up for this. A lot of emergency crews that got taken up for this. There's a huge pour out of people
Cleanup and
support
everything. Yeah,
and
yeah.
cleanup and everything else. And I'm not saying that those people aren't necessary and that they weren't getting paid and blah 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 blah. Those people need to get paid. That's fine.
But that's
But
the
the
state,
rest of this, that's the state issue.
that's the county's responsibility. That's the city's
Right.
responsibility. It's not.
We don't need the federal government there.
No.
The federal government does not need to come in and save the day for this one small incident. And yes, this is a small incident.
Now,
it sucks.
Now it does. No, it absolutely does. But it's not even like.
But it really is.
But it's not. It's not even like an act of God. It's not like a hurricane.
No, this is an act of neglect.
It is. When that tornado tore through Joplin.
Yeah, that was an act of God.
That was an act of God.
Right.
Again, people can sit there and go, well, the FEMA and the government should not have been going in there, and they kicked them out and did other, and that was fantastic.
Yeah.
But that is the moment that the federal government then would help. That's when it should, and I say should, it really shouldn't. But if it's going a time there, if there's ever a time then they're going to help and should help, that's it. That's the moment when it's an act of God, when it comes out of the blue, when it's not anybody's responsibility. When you're talking about a privately owned building, okay, on private property, owned by private individuals who out of neglect cause people to lose their homes, lose lives. It is not my money that should be going to fix it.
Taxpayer money should not be going.
Period. And that's just insane to me. And I don't know. It's sad. It really saddens me that he just sits there. I think I have the power. Oh, well, no, shortly. I think I could do this and I'm going to do this. Why?
Yeah.
I mean, I know why.
Because he's trying to prove that he's doing good.
No.
Because he's trying to spend all of our money into oblivion.
Well, there's that, but I don't know. He's trying to earn favor with Florida. Remember, Florida's a
Florida
swing
hates
state.
him, man.
Florida's a swing state,
And
Chief.
they don't like him.
And they don't like him.
That's because they don't like him.
If they just